Good morning, I'm Frank Powers, and this is Lifestyle Tucson, the program where I speak to our neighbors, the people behind the scenes of our amazing organizations, small businesses, and nonprofits. Our friends are informing you how they serve our community, and they're here to give you updates on future projects. Let's make some old friends today. All right, I'm going to add some sound effects here. This is going to get real good, because get ready to embark on a luxurious journey to the Mediterranean. Sips and Sunsets, a Mediterranean escape on Sunday, April 27th at the stunning Omni Tucson National Resort with Angel Charity for Children. Enjoy the sounds of live DJs while savoring gourmet Mediterranean-inspired bites by Executive Chef Kimberly Backman and exploring a curated marketplace featuring local artisans and unique shopping experiences. For those seeking an elevated experience, their exclusive Gentleman's Lounge offers the perfect setting to enjoy premium spirits and fine cigars in a refined atmosphere. This unforgettable afternoon blends sophistication, style, and purpose, all in support of Angel Charity for Children's 2025 beneficiaries, and is more than just an afternoon out. It's an opportunity to make a lasting impact on the lives of children in Pima County. Sponsorships and VIP tickets are available now. Secure a spot and be part of this meaningful celebration because since 1983, Angel Charity has raised over $33 million, and it might be more, to fund more than 144 local children's organizations. Also might be more by now. We'll find out, because today it's a party in the studio. So pull up a chair, and I've got plenty of them. Because today I'm fortunate enough to speak with Tana Lopez, CCU, that's the Capital Campaign Underwriting Chair. Tana, welcome back to Lifestyle Tucson.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
We've also got Brittany Smith. She's our 2025 Spring Event Chair. Brittany, welcome to Lifestyle Tucson.
Thanks so much. So happy to be here.
Heck yeah. And first time meeting me, Vicky Curtis. You're in for it. She's our 2025 General Chair. Welcome to Lifestyle Tucson.
Delighted to be here. Thank you.
I'm so pumped to have you all back. You're one of my favorite groups, obviously. You do some of the best work here in Tucson. Who was at the Tucson Rodeo Parade?
I was.
Right? Did you hear me shouting all about
We
because
did.
it was the best. When you guys come rolling down the road, I'm like, there they are. And I get to be the announcer. So make a big, big stink about some of my favorite organizations that are actually on the show. Yours being one of them. That was a pinnacle event, 100 years.
We appreciate your support.
You're the best. So it's always nice to talk to you and to see you because you're doing such great work and helping out so many kids here in town. But I've talked to you many, many times over the past couple of years, but let's get the 101 of what Angel Charity is all about for our, brand new first episode of 2025 Getting Together. Why don't we learn all about it? Vicky, give it to us.
Well, we're excited that Angel Charity for Children is celebrating its 43rd year of bringing miracles to children in Tucson. We are Tucson's halo for hire of approximately 250 devoted volunteer members representing a cross-section of the Tucson community. Since 1983, the year of our founding, we have raised over $33 million to our beneficiaries for 144 unique projects for the children in town. And this year, we will be adding about $1.75 million to our grand total. We'll be close to $35 million by the end of this year.
That's why I love talking. Every time we get together, that intro just gets bigger and better.
But we got a lot of work to do to get there.
That's right. So let's help them with some of that work. And one of the ways to do that is by getting together. So why don't we not even delay and talk about this amazing spring event? Because I was reading all about it, looking at the poster. It looks excellent. That intro was fun because it just sounds like a relaxing afternoon. We're going to be hanging out with our friends, feeling pretty Mediterranean. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, we're really excited about this year's spring event. It's going to take us into a new part of Tucson for us in the Northwest, and we're so excited that the beautiful Omni Tucson National is hosting us this year. Sips and Sunsets is not just another event. It is the perfect mix of philanthropy and fun. And our guests are going to be able to indulge in an unforgettable evening while also making a difference. They'll immerse themselves in the warmth and charm of the Mediterranean right here in Tucson. So we definitely want it to feel like a vacation on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
We're super excited to have a fabulous live DJ Low-Key, who will be setting the mood for the entire evening. Like you mentioned, they'll enjoy inspired appetizers and premium beverages provided by Omni Tucson National. We'll have wine tastings available, while our patrons browse our incredible shopping, which will be both traditional and experiential. And what I mean by that is you'll see some of our angel favorites, but we're also engaging new partners who will provide opportunities for our goers to do things like create your own perfume. So we're really excited about those opportunities. We also wanted to do something a little bit different this year and offer something for our favorite gentleman in our lives who likes to attend these events for us. And so we've created a gentleman's lounge area. And we're really excited to partner with Anthony's Cigar Emporium. So we'll have rolled cigars on the terrace. And then we're super excited about a virtual golf experience that we have secured through True Spec Golf. And there will be a really fun opportunity for some friendly competition with Take a Shot, Make a Shot. So we definitely invite all of our golf enthusiasts to come and experience that. So that's a lot of stuff that's going on, but this event is so much more than that, and we want to bring it back to the big why for Angel because every ticket purchased, every sponsorship partner that we have will support Angel Charity for Children and make a meaningful impact in the lives of children in Pima County. So we definitely encourage you to secure your spot now as a sponsor or to purchase your tickets because this event's going to sell out, and those are both available right now on angelcharity.org.
I've got the website right up here. It's easy to find, easy to spot and navigate all this fun stuff, as well as learn about the organization. Again, picture's worth 1,000 words. So go to angelcharity.org. Learn all about this great group and all the great stuff that they're doing and all the fun that you're going to have because this just sounds like a great time. Let me ask you this. You all looked so elegant at the ball. I was looking at that winter ball. I mean, the sparkles for days, right? You know me. I got the gold shoes on. So I love it when people look dazzling. What's the dress code for this event? Because I bet it's a little more casual, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, our spring event is typically our most, accessible event.
Yeah.
And so we're going to encourage people, if you've ever been to whether you've been to the Mediterranean or not, we would say Greek Isles resort wear inspired.
Oh, exactly.
So bring your favorite flowy dress or your comfortable button up if you're a gentleman and those shorts. It's going to be warm and we are going to have an indoor-outdoor style event. So we say come comfortable and classy.
That's right. A good place for white jeans. A very rare treat to wear white jeans. Right. That's what I mean. You get to dress like it's the Catalina wine mixer. We're all going to have a good time together. What are you looking the most forward to at this year's event? What do you think? And that goes for anybody because now it's just you've been to all your parties, you've been to your celebrations. This one's a bit different. So what are you all looking forward to?
Well, I'll start with that one. The way that we are designing this event this year, I think is really going to provide an opportunity for a lot of fellowship and networking. Mm-hmm. And I know that a lot of the people in our community who love to come and support Angel, we love, getting together and catching up. And so I think there will be a lot of great conversation over fabulous food and drinks. I also think it's an incredible opportunity, like I said, to sort of engage it in a totally new part of the Tucson community and expose them to who Angel is and to what we do.
And along those fellowship lines, many of our beneficiaries will be in attendance. When you walk in the front entrance, our guests will be greeted by the students of San Miguel High School, one of our Impact Grant beneficiaries, and also by pairs of big brothers and big sisters and little brothers and little sisters from Big Brothers, Big Sisters, who is our other Impact Grant beneficiary this year.
Well, that's the best thing I've heard about this whole thing. And man, this thing has a lot of great things going on because that's just so nice.
There's going to be so much to do.
Well, and also how nice for all those kids that get to go to this fancy thing. That's really fun. What a good time for them. Are you going to have mocktails for the kids? Because I bet that's a fun thing to do, right?
I think that's a great idea. We should bring that to the committee.
What a good time. That's amazing. And again, seeing's believing, just like I'm saying, going to the website to see those photos, but really getting to meet some of these folks, the actual beneficiaries there. Well, that's huge. And what a good time for all those folks getting that opportunity to just also be seen, which is important, and have those organizations be seen. Because that's the thing, when you're at a networking event like this, you never know when a friendly conversation could lead to more support, more things from just people getting to know you and your organization. So absolutely excellent. Again, if you're looking to be one of these sponsors, I believe they said that is still available. Maybe your organization wants to get involved with Angel Charity. Absolutely something to do. I think they're one of the best organizations in town, if not the whole state, because honestly, what you're doing for kids is so important. What you're doing for the community is so important because we all get to go to that children's museum that you're helping out, right? That's right. Kids of all ages. So it's really fun to hear about all the great work you're doing and celebrating it because you deserve it. And as you did say, this is like one of the most, how did you put it? Like accessible events, right? This is one of your most accessible events because I think I have ticket prices start at just $75 for this. That's amazing. Is the VIP experience $150?
It is.
Look at that. I did all my research. Look at that. That's incredible. Easy to go have fun. You're going to get more than $150 worth of fun at this event. Tell me more about some of what's going on because I know other events, they have silent auctions perhaps or things going on. What are some of the other things happening at this?
Yeah, well, like I said, we have great partners with our vendors this year. And one of the things that we asked of them was to do a little bit above and beyond and to participate with us by giving us a raffle price that we could raffle off during the event. So raffle tickets will be for sale at the actual event itself, and we will draw all of the winners at 6 p.m. But it'll be a great opportunity. You'll spend most of the evening shopping these incredible vendors, and then you'll potentially win an awesome prize from one of them.
Again, so many things to do. You're checking so many boxes. When it comes to, a friend of mine said, when you're throwing an event, you want to build 4 legs of the table. You can't just be like, come to my event, it's got live music. Oh, come to my event, it's got live music and good food. Come to my event, live music, good food, raffles. Come to my event, cigars, fun, good times for all. Kids are going to be there having mocktails. So that is a fun
Now
time.
they are.
Yeah, they are now, right? So let me know if you need a fun bartender for kids.
Right.
Ridiculous. All right.
What are you doing April 27th?
We'll have to see. I got to check that schedule. So tell me more about some of what's going on. What can I get? Tell me about what's going on with Angel Charity. Just tell me more.
Yeah, no problem. So this year we have 8 beneficiaries that are receiving our grants. We have 2 impact grant beneficiaries, and that is Big Brothers Big Sisters and San Miguel High School. What is an impact grant? Well, to Angel, an impact grant is a grant that we fund for these types of foundations that will make a difference in our community almost immediately. They are going to change and make a difference in these kids' lives by doing what they have come up with as far as their vision. So this year, like I said, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Arizona, they are going to be receiving $856,000, a little bit more than that actually, from us. And what they have done is they have got a campus. They're already on a campus off of Alvernon, and they have an administrative building, and then they have this other beautiful building that they're going to turn into a recreational space. And what they have dealt with is that they have a deficit in men donating their time to becoming a Big Brother. So they have over 100 boys waiting on their list for Big Brother. So what can they do about that? What can we do in our community to make sure that those boys are getting that male mentorship that they need? And they have reached out to other Big Brothers, Big Sisters in other states, in other communities, and they created these recreational centers where the unmatched kids can also attend with the already matched children.
Okay.
And they can participate, but they can also get bigs for a day. So there are adults out there that may not be able to commit for a year, but they can commit for a day and share their value add, whether that's maybe they know how to cook, maybe they know how to garden, maybe they are a great tutor. Whatever that looks like, they can be there for a day and reach out to these children. What has happened is those bigs for a day turn out to be bigs for life.
I believe it.
So Angel Charity recognized that is something our community needs in a very big way. If there's over 100 boys waiting on that list, what can we do? We're going to help them make this happen. We're going to make this dream come true. San Miguel High School, they're going to receive $568,000 from us to help with their work-study program, Vehicles. If you're not familiar with the school is unique in the idea that they provide a work-study program for high school kids so that when they graduate from this school, they have a 4-year work history already embedded into their lives. There's over 60 different businesses that contribute to this school, and that allows them to explore healthcare, large business, small business, finance, anything that you can possibly think of. Nonprofits, yeah. Anything that you can think of, these kids actually get to put their hands on and see if that is something that they want to continue on with in life. Or maybe they find out, hey, that's not for me. how else can this community benefit from what I'm going to do in life, right? And the success is unmatched. It's unparalleled. It happens in many cities around the country, around the world. This school model is there. And what it does is it breaks the cycle of poverty. It gets these kids in a place where they are able to be productive citizens in our community. And again, Angel recognizes that, and we see the need, and they have to have vehicles in order for this work study program to even take off. These kids come to school, they need a vehicle to get to school, to work, and to come home. And if they don't have those, it's over.
Right.
So we are getting them 4 vans, 2 minibuses, 8 vehicles altogether, and they will be able to continue on and be successful in their lives. So we're super excited about that.
That's incredible. Slow down. Because what you're doing is it's such good work, and sometimes it's like, let's not blow past it, because let me tell you this much right now. Big Brothers Big Sisters, such a big organization, and one of the problems with them is that people do assume that they are just running fine, right? Boys and girls clubs get this same treatment where, oh, they're like the Nike of nonprofit. They're doing fine, and they're not. People would make this assumption. But much like old lodges, they're not getting new members, and they do need new members. And I just sit here and say it. It's like the guilt within me. It just grows and grows. And I'm like, I have to do it.
Right.
I have to do it. And there's no reason I shouldn't be a big brother here in Tucson. And I spoke with them a little bit ago on Lifestyle Tucson. And man, I was like, I'm going to do it. And it was still like, I just got to this. Everything you just said is taking out the barriers that are stopping me from doing it. Some of it's just fear of the unknown. It's exactly that. And maybe dipping my toe in the water by being a big for a day at an event is a way to do it, where then you say, and then you'll be able to get past that fear, because that's what it is. It's a lot of fear, and it's a lot, I don't know. And they told me the same thing you're telling me. And everyone should think about that. So let's already say there's 100 on the list. Well, let's make it 99, because I got to call those people
There you go.
immediately. And
Thank you,
saying it
Frank.
on the radio holds my feet to the fire. I'm absolutely going to be a big brother this year in 2025. And your organization just kind of reminded me that, like, how important it is, and that you're taking out a lot of those barriers is going to make it easier for me to do it, and easier for anyone listening to do it. Because you don't want a bunch of latchkey kids running around your community graffitiing up all the walls. You need to help these kids know that that's not the way to do it, by teaching them how to cook, or maybe teach them a skill, or just watching a bunch of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and giving them all the Spider-Man knowledge you have in your head. Whatever it takes. So that's what I'm going to do, and that sounds important. The next group that you just talked about, also very excellent. And if something that is spoken, touches your heart or rings true to you, reach out so you can get involved with one of these organizations, or perhaps come to this fun event April 27th, so that you can meet some of these folks, meet Angel Charity, and, get those questions answered for you, so that you yourself aren't not volunteering enough, So there you go. So yeah, keep going.
Okay.
Well, one thing I wanted to say about San Miguel celebrated its 20th anniversary last year.
Yeah.
And we believe that these vehicles are original to the school's founding. So all their vehicles are also over 20 years old
Wow.
at this point. And it's become a big challenge for the school because of the lack of reliability, the massive repair costs. And of course, it's hard to do a good job at your corporate work study program when you had to ride there in an unair conditioned car for half an hour.
Commuting's the worst. I mean, it is. It can really just ruin your whole day before your day begins. So getting that barrier out, making it not a challenge to just get to work.
Safe and reliable transportation, so they can focus on what they need to do with their jobs instead of worrying about whether or not they're going to get there, or how they're going to get there, or what's going to happen along the way.
Yeah, it's so important. Really, again, I can't thank you enough for all the stuff you're doing, especially for the youth. A lot of kids need help. A lot of kids need help these days, and just the help that you're giving them. And kids of all ages. I say kids a lot, but like kids of all ages, helping these folks not just get jobs, because we're not just helping with jobs, you're helping them get careers.
Yes.
That's how you start families and have kids of your own. And that's the point. So I really, again, love that and love that program. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you so much. Being a part of Angel Charity really allows us to put a magnifying glass on the needs of this community. And what Angel does is recognizes those needs and then shares with the community what we've found out. And then we get the community to support these types of foundations to shine a light. Hey, they need our help. They need our help right now. And we have such an amazing, supportive community that they all show up. And that's what makes this year so special. It's unprecedented what we are doing this year. We are raising $1.75 million this year. We've never done that before. The highest I think before is 1.4, and we had COVID to kind of help with that for 2 years.
Okay.
So this is extraordinary what we're going to do. And as I said earlier, I'm the capital campaign and underwriting chair. And what is a capital campaign? Well, a capital campaign is a way for supporters to donate cash, stock, grants from their donor advised funds to the charities that we've chosen this year to put a spotlight on and say, hey, these need our help. We need your help. Let's get this done to make Tucson a better place.
Yep. Again, your organization, one of the best ones that helps all these other organizations in town. Again, some that people wouldn't know about, because I remember one of the organization one was Wheel Fun. Wheel Fun doing a lot of great stuff, right? And you help the Tucson Community Tennis Program as well. It's not always like it's the biggest thing. It is these smaller things that just help a neighborhood and help expose people to sports or help expose people to, just activities that they might not be able to get to because of all what we're dealing with these days. Especially, just you don't want, what do they say? You don't want money to be a thing that stops a child's experience from growing up. You don't want those monetary boundaries.
And that brings up a really good point, because we have 6 smaller grants that we have given out this year, and we call those opportunity grants because once they receive the word that we are going to grant them the funds, they receive the check and they are immediately off and running. And those 6 are Angel Heart Pajama Project, Arizona Friends of Foster Children Foundation, Arizona Sonora Desert Museum, Hope Kids, Literacy Connects, and Spreading Threads Clothing Bank. And each one of those have different projects to make Tucson a better place.
Yeah, incredible. And even again, and I'm a guy that is like, I study 501c3s here in town because I interview them exclusively. And I only knew of 3 of those out of that list. And I'm a guy that's looking at this all the time because I do a lot of research on how you can spend your money here in town when it comes to charities. And again, your organization is the one that helps all the others. One of these bigger charitable organizations that you can trust. And trust is the biggest word when it comes to helping out. And you're an organization that we can trust that's going to get that money into the right spots, the right places, other organizations that we can trust. Like I use the tagline for this show, I've done the homework for you. You can copy off of me. That's what you're doing. You've done all the homework. And we can trust that you're doing that and get that money to these right organizations, helping out as many kids as possible with so many different unique experiences. All those things that you just named cover so many different topics when it comes to just being a person. So,
and not only can you trust that we've done the homework, but you can trust that 100% of your donation goes to these charities.
Amazing.
And that's what makes Angel Charity special and different from a lot of other 501c3s, is that we are 100% fundraising for these charities and foundations. And you never have to worry about that money going to some CEO or, I don't know, a crazy expense that's out there that doesn't make any sense why a 501c3 would need it.
Right.
Angel Charity isn't like that. Angel Charity makes sure that 100% of their members are donating, that 100% of our funds that are raised are going to these charities. And you know what? Vicky and Betty Jo, who's not here today, has made sure that 100% of our time is filled with fun. So you know what? It's right there.
Heck yeah.
Trinity of good stuff.
And I even noticed that 100% of your volunteers are also donors, and that's an important thing to think about too. I love that we got to clear that message up with people, because sometimes people make a lot of assumptions. Well, they get all this government money to do all this stuff. None of that, right? That's the important thing. Oh, and you're going to, 90% goes to the organization, 10%. No, 100% goes to these organizations. That's important, because a lot of people almost default negative. So they just assume the worst and spout the worst. But that's not what's going on here. You are literally doing all the things the right way. You can see it even on the website. You've got all the things that prove it too. That's why your organization is great. Any last calls to action? We've only got a few minutes left with what we're doing here today. Any last calls to action for anybody about anything you're doing?
Well, to pull on the thread of what you were just talking about the insurance of where the donations are going, we select individual projects. We're not raising funds on behalf of other organizations. We are raising funds to complete a specific project for each of these organizations. So this year we had over 60 applications for our grants. And as you've heard, we only selected 8 this year.
Right.
We would love to be able to fund them all. They're all really great applications. They're really great grant requests. Unfortunately, we can't fund them all. Each one of these is a discrete project that has gone through our vetting process. And anyone who's donating to Angel Charity can be assured that their funds will be going toward the specific project. And that is they will all be game-changing projects for Tucson. You brought up Wheel Fun a little bit ago. They're based out of Yavapai County, and they saw an opportunity to start their tested program in Pima County. They reached out to us to help them get that seed money to start the project in Tucson, and they were able to complete that within the last year. And this year we have Hope Kids, which is a Phoenix-based nonprofit, and the $15,000 that they requested is going to go to the entirety of their to their projects in Pima County in 2025.
That's incredible.
We'll be having 18 projects, and we will be funding the entirety of that, which will help them establish a foothold in Tucson and Pima County, which should be a game changer for that organization.
Absolutely, it will be. And then that's the other part of this I want to say too, is that you make those organizations do their homework as well. They do a lot of hard work through your application. So it is that. It's a lot of people doing a lot of hard work, proving what they've got going on, showing their mettle, and you guys doing that as well. And that is what makes this so great, trustworthy, and shouldn't be as unique, but because charity, I mean, right? But it really is so commendable what you do. And yes, that part of it, it's a specific project that they do work on. They're pitching an idea, not just like, hey, we do this all the time. No. Here's what we need help building. Here's what we're going to do. And that's so impressive as well. So I really love just the clarity and everything that your organization's all about. It really does make my day whenever you all come in here. Again, any other last things before I just wrap it up?
If anybody felt so moved by or touched by any of these organizations and their projects, we would love for them to go to angelcharity.org/donate, and they can contribute anything that they would love to send our way. We've gotten contributions from $25 to $25,000. So we appreciate anything and everything from our community to help with these projects.
That's right. You don't got to go to these events all the time. You don't got to wait for Arizona Gives Day. You can do it any day of the week that you can donate to Angel Charity for Children. Go to angelcharity.org to get all the details, because today we made friends with Tana Lopez, Capital Campaign Underwriting Chair, as well as Brittany Smith, our 2025 Spring Event Chair, and Vicky Curtis, the 2025 General Chair of Angel Charity for Children. Thank you all so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
This was Lifestyle Tucson. Bing bong bing, time for a recap. I really love Angel Charity for Children. Can you tell? They're doing so much in the community. They always do. Let's just run down everyone that they helped, and maybe these are some organizations that you want to check out and help as well. Angel Heart Pajama Project, AZ Friends of Foster Children Foundation, the AZ Sonora Desert Museum, everyone loves going there, Hope Kids, Literacy Connects, and Spreading Threads Clothing Bank. That is who they've chose to help out a little bit with those grants. And then their big grants went to San Miguel High School for that amazing program where we're helping kids learn how to put together a career through automotive and vehicles and getting them some new transports. That's insane to do, help them get their vehicles. I mean, we really set it there. And Big Brothers Big Sisters, this organization, one of the best in history. And I am vowing, you got to make more oaths, people. You got to make more vows to yourself and the community to get involved with Big Brothers Big Sisters this year. And in fact, I'll say it in June. I'll do it in June when all the events clear up a bit here in Tucson. But we've got one big event to pay attention to, and it's April 27th. It's in a week. It sips and sunsets at 3 p.m. I hope that you go and enjoy it. It's only $75 for a Mediterranean escape at the stunning Omni Tucson National Resort. So go get all the details over at angelcharity.org and go donate, if you can, to this great organization. It's going to be quite the event on the 27th. So I want to thank our old friends at Angel Charity for Children for joining me today. You've been listening to Lifestyle Tucson. If you're a nonprofit that would like to be on the show, email lifestyletucson@gmail.com. For more information about this program or to listen to something you may have missed, go to the Sunday Mornings page on klpx.com, kfma.com, mixfm.com, or espntucson.com. You can also subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and Audible, or wherever fine podcasts are charitable. Follow on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Lifestyle Tucson, because I'm your BFF, your best Frank forever, Frank Powers. Toot toot Tucson. I love you the most.